Darn it, I accidentally ended it. Was in the kitchen after I fed the dog. I did take this. What was this one? I forget. Oh, this one wasn't signed, I don't think. Anyway, and I shined up the stones as I thought this is going to shine up, so it did. Now you can really see that there's garnet glass and the AB. You didn't even notice the garnet glass up here before. Holy smokes. That's beautiful. Let me get my glasses on. Maybe that's not garnet glass. Maybe it's just me seeing my skin tone through the... Yeah, I'm just seeing through and I'm seeing the red color of my pants. But those really cleaned. I knew it would. Damn it, it came undone. Because I'm holding it by the pin and twisting it around. That really sparkled up, right? Well, it seems to be holding fine. Maybe it just wasn't closed good. A lot of these were poking me. Wow, that turned out great. So it'll be fun cleaning them just to see before and after. I have an old video from last year. It's jewelry cleaning. This is very vintage. It could be 50s, but it could be earlier. It's not sterling. It might be something like 800 silver. Probably aluminum. Or one of those metals, because it maybe could have been done during the war. It's one of those where they actually sat there and cross-stitched the whatever it was, and this one happens to be a rose. That's actual cross-stitching. Look how clean that still is. These come, you get these a lot of times, they're really dirty and stained. This is in great shape. Yeah, that's cross-stitched. Talk about miniature. And look, it's enclosed. Another ones you see that people just made, because these are, you'd have to have a regular sewing needle. I mean, it would be, almost do cross-stitch with embroidery floss, kind of almost. Because, yeah, but this one's the real deal because it's closed. I don't think that's a mark. I think that's just scratching. But I'm tempted to keep this. I think I have others, or I had others. I like those. I'll keep it around. I'll bring it. I don't know if I really have. If I have it, it's in that main guest room. This is Sarah Cup. I recognize this one. This is a plastic in the center. It's made to look like amber. That's a Sarah Cup. I ain't gotta look. I recognize that. It's pretty big. This one's got for the pendant, the hook. I always wear these as a pendant. I usually go ahead and attach it. And loosely, you don't want it real tightly pinned because then the chain could move and it would make it weird. But I would loosely attach it. Oh, that would go cute on this amber. I would loosely attach it, the pin, because I'm afraid if I'm not going to run, but I don't know. I just thought that hook is not secure. You could probably squish it, close your hands, I suppose. I don't know. I don't think this will be marked, but it definitely looks like better. Yeah, the quality of this. Yeah, it's just very pretty. It's just glass. I don't need to check. Okay, it just has a pendant. Yeah, it has a pendant. And the bail, and of course a pin. It's very pretty. Beautiful, faux ruby. Really satiny paint. Very pretty. Nice dome center. Any of these pins would look really pretty, really cute on a hat. Or as a, this looks like Kremitz. Don't know what it is, but it looks like Kremitz. Looks like amber, real amber. Probably, might be a real pearl. I'll check it. Definitely gold filled, whoever did it. If it's Krimitz, it'll be on the pin. There's nothing on there. Unsigned. Sure looks like there's, but there's no signature. That's lovely. Very lovely. I doubt this is signed, but it's made to look like a check. It's not, but it's emulating that. Really pretty, though. It is glass. It's pretty nice, actually. Yeah, I'd call this high-end. I'd call this estate. Ow! I stabbed myself. So I picked it up this way like a psycho. Yeah, that glass is really good quality. That'll shine up really good. Yeah. Could it be check glass? Yes. Do I think it is? Could be. Could be. Because their findings sure look Austrian, which they use check glass. Hang on a second. Okay. I just wanted to clean it up a little bit because the glass was bothering me. The foggy glass was bothering me. I know the potential this has, and I wanted to bring it to potential. So that's a prong set. That could be a Swarovski crystal in the middle. Yeah, this looks really, really good. Right? It just does. Yeah. Yeah, that layering, the construction on this is very good. Oh, that's right, I had this set up. I'm like, why was I having such a hard time showing? Because I had the phone propped up before, and I could, block the back. Oh, sorry, I'm going to put my palm towards you. Yeah, that's... Oh, look at that. Look at the detail down inside there. Those other pieces. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Okay, that definitely is a state. That's high-end. I'm going to say yes. This is either Swarovski. Unmarked Swarovski does exist, or at least they use the elements, I should say. It's either going to be Czech or Swarovski, which you're really talking about the same thing. I'll check them for crystal. I don't think they're going to be crystal, but the thing is, lead crystal doesn't test. We all had one of these too. This is gold painted brass typically, and then the it's like this soft metal paint. This is marked. I'm surprised it's marked. I've had these in every size. I've had them with 2 blooms. I've had them little, big. I've had so many of these, and I love them. They're pretty. Roses are always nice, right? What do you say, baby? What? C-O-A-N? What in the heck does that say? Oh, it's Roman. It's an early Roman. Roman's good jewelry. Roman is actually very good jewelry. It's costume, but it's quality if you research it. I've checked them out before in regards to how they make their jewelry, their quality and stuff. Just, they're good. Roman is good jewelry. This is old. I don't anticipate a mark on this. This is, yeah, okay. Look, Lucinda, we manifested it. We manifested this. Yes, it's damascene. So it's these different metals that are basically applied to, in this case, I'm going to say probably a gold-plated metal. I don't think this is, yes, it's gold-plated base metal, steel, whatever. It'll be a faux pearl. Uh-huh. I'll test it for gold, but I don't think so. This is plated. That's not a real pearl. You can see the coating on it. but it doesn't look scratched up. That's a good thing. There's no peeling. The damascene on this is beautiful. That's beautiful. About 2 inches. Really pretty, I think so. There's another one that's like stainless or base metal that's, I don't know what kind of painting they do, what kind of spray. It's not really a plating. I know what I'm talking about. You'll know what I'm talking about. It has a certain look to that surface. Like, it's not silver plated when you look at that. I don't know what they use, but it is very pretty. They're trying to look Victorian. It is very pretty. Yeah, this is high-end costume here. I can tell by how the prongs all the stones being prong set. These are all glass. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is nice. It's not going to be signed. This is another high-end department store one. Yeah, you can tell just by looking at that prong set glass. Yeah, and the construction. Yeah. So instead of being rhodium, it's whatever in the back of that. Whatever they would be using. But all of these are the prongs. It doesn't matter if it's glass or prong set or bezel set. It doesn't matter. None of your costume jewelry should ever be wet. Like, that's why you use a mostly dry Q-tip or a really much wrung out alcohol wipe, and just be gentle and just stick to the glass. With this one, you kind of got to go over it because it's just, yeah. But you can, like, carefully take the corner and just get these bottom ones, these marquee cut ones. And since I'm using that instead of a Q-tip, with a Q-tip I usually lay them out. But anyway, I had went to say, I don't think I finished, I think it was last year, might have been the year before, but you'll see cleaning, I don't know if it says costume or not, but I had them all over the place. And I was doing the before and after, it's like, they're just gleaming. So satisfying. The silver is satisfying. I've shown clean the silver a few times. But, when you dip it, it's really fast and not that. And I screwed up some pieces, so I stopped dipping because Jason said, and I didn't listen. But then, now I'll do just plain Jane chains. Things that have absolutely no texture, no anything. And it's very brief. And you still gotta wipe them anyway. Okay, I gave that a good dry. Make sure it's really good and dry. See the difference that cleaning makes? Look at the difference in the glistening and the shine you're getting off that glass. Okay, make sure just it's really, really, really dry. Really, really, really dry. He's back asleep on the floor. The dog is. He's all happy. 2 came in my hand. This is high-end estate. There's not going to be a mark on this. I don't know if they take if this is wood, inlaid wood behind acrylic. I don't think it's picture jasper, because no, I think this is hand painted under. These are actually 4 glasses, so there you go. This white. So let me try to get this plastic or loop, whatever it is, cover off of there. So it's painted something, and then it's covered with, I don't know, plexiglass, or maybe, I don't know, some kind of, it's just like a plastic of sorts. Looks like glass, but it's not. It's chiffon. So I'm not sure. It looks like, could be inlaid wood, could be painting. I want to say it's painting. It looks like probably brush strokes in there. No, that's wood. Wow, that's so well done. It's wood and actual little, there's wood and painting. It's multimedia. That's a super nice pen. You could wear that with your gold, with your sterling, with anything. This is how you know it's really good quality. The gold plating and your closure. So this is probably European. You really don't see. You do see them sometimes. It's not really a trombone because it has a side opening that goes into, and then this closes it back down. User error. So it's definitely a state high-end. Maybe from an art gallery or some other type of display. I don't think this is going to be signed, but it could. The quality is good enough. It's just the materials and the weight, because of the metals they used on the real vintage stuff was different. Yeah, I don't see anything. Again, this is a better piece, definitely. Get this glass a little white. Might as well. I might as well do it on our time instead of my time, huh? Then give them a really good dry. There's not much moisture left on that thing. Just take your time and give it a good drying. And this isn't tightly packed, and I'm putting paper towel in between the layers. Okay, so this is very nice. But the weight of it, the metals they used, the silver tone metals, it almost looks like, again, it doesn't look plated, they look more painted. But these have all got some really beautiful faceted glass. Good construction. Everything's soldered. Everything's in good shape. Is that a signed? I think that's just texture. The typical texture. So it is very nice. Oops. 2 inches. Very pretty. Okay, we're ready for another layer. I need another paper towel. There you go. There's the one I'm drying with. Not the same one. I do take care of my jewelry, as Leonore said. And we all know Leonore. She knows. Oh, wait, there's another one of those hand-painted vintage scatter pens. Oh, it's a cute little dog with her puppies. She's carrying her little puppies. Oh my gosh. Yeah, these are cold painted. That's what it says, scatter pen and hand painted at the bottom. These are so old they feel like cloth. Those are cute scatter pens. I don't know why my voice is going up. These are classic. They never got us down. This one's going to be just middle of the road. It's nice. It's well done. It's probably going to be glass. Yeah, it's glass. But again, it's quality, but I wouldn't call it like high-end estate. I tell you the difference, and I tell you when I go to sell it, and the price will reflect it. I'm just relieved because I paid up like freaking crazy, and there's so many bids. I'm like, I had to way overbid just to make sure I didn't get sniped in the very end. Sniping is when you have like when you pre-bid, you've already put your highest price in there, and someone comes in the last like 10 seconds. You don't have time to come back and bid to save yourself. So if I really want something, I'll put a stupid number that if they buy it for more than that, good luck, you just lost your ass. It just bit me in the ass. I had that one lot, it was $4,800. I didn't think they'd go to 48, up to 48. They did. I had to pay $4,800 to make my money back on that. Probably not. To have these pieces left, though, yes. Or some of them that scrap, definitely. Okay, that shined up a bit. Crowns never get. They always sell, and they're always in style. Crowns never go out of style, and they always sell. And this is beautiful glass. It's channel set. I think it's probably going to be little bevel. I think this is going to be beveled. Yeah. They're upside down, though. They're not a Rivoli, but they're upside down. No, it's not. It's not a shrine or nothing. No, 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 no. But they are upside down. But they're flat, upside down, not the point. They're not a Rivoli where the point is sticking up. These have the flat tops. But you can see there is a seating. Wait, you can see from this one. They do have a seating. They're made to look channel set, but they're not truly, because there is a bezel down and that they're sitting in. Each one of them is sitting in a little bezel setting. I don't know what you call it. Oh, I remember seeing this one. It says special grandmother. I'd sent it to Tanya because her granddaughter's coming, but I don't. She's got more jewelry than Turner has little pills. So I'm like, she sees the grandmother stuff all the time. Did anybody buy that Nana piece though? It was Nana. It was. I'll look. Although Nana, not everybody says Nana. We'll see. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Yeah. Special grandmother with flowers, which flowers suit her too. No, it wasn't signed. But yeah, I think about y'all like with the turtle stuff. I always think about Angela. With horses and ponies, of course I think about pony. This is a Giovanni. This one is probably silver plate stainless. Could be straight up stainless, which you can expect a lot of that to come back. They're already selling stainless curb link chains at was it K's? Well, I know it's K's, Macy's, JCPenney. Because I was looking something like we had a silver spiked in the like mid 2000s, like and we were in a financial crisis, like at 2008 to 2011, so the mid 2010s, early 20s and 2010s, stainless was selling expensive because it looks like sterling. It doesn't tarnish. It's tough. It looks great. It really does. This looks like plated pewter. No, this is just stainless and some type of plating. I think the back is straight up stainless. It's got some type of painting. It's not an enamel. I'm just shining up the back. Yeah, I think it is stainless. It might be plated Giovanni. I don't think it's silver plate. I don't think they silver plate. They have silver though, so yeah, maybe. Not sure. I'm not going to rub it because it's going to leave a horrible mark. Well, I don't really want to get this wet in that front, so I'm just going to do the driest part of this paper towel and stick it down in between these petals. What is this, a camellia? A camellia, the flower? I don't know why I've never planted those. They get to such big dahlias. They get the biggest, most beautiful blooms. And you can overwinter them, or just, save the roots is the best thing to do with those. Yeah, this is a Giovanni. This is very nice. Is it anything about the texturing, the coating? It's almost like a dusting on it, the way they coated it. Plated. But the back looks straight up stainless. Beautiful. I mean, you got your fine scratching that you're going to have with anything. And there's your Giovanni in the middle behind the pen. That's very nice. Probably 2 inches. it's a trembler. I hoped it was when I saw it in the pictures. It's a trembler bunny with enameled tail and I don't know what's in the eye. But it's a goose enameled ears. Oh, it's signed. BJ or LJ? It's like a cursive L and then like a backwards C. I don't know. He's a trembler. Look. His ears are on springs. It's a trembler. He's a bunny with a pink eye and gouache enamel ears and a little enamel tail. Oh my God, that's just metal work. That's not anything on there. Oh, he's adorable. I can't make out that signature. It looks like just a LC or L, not, no, I don't think it's a C, an J, I don't know. Maybe it is LC. What is that? I'll screenshot him and see. He's so cute. Oh, adorable. And yes, when I see bunnies, I think of Bridget. I've already got 2 pieces I keep forgetting to mail to her. This is so classic 70s. Remember when they did the solid tassels? Like they look like a tassel, but they're solid. Just Monet, Trifari did a lot. Not Monet, what's the other one? Trifari. What's the other one? That heavy gold plate, I think it's a sign. I mean, it almost has to be. Or it's just a look-alike. Because it sure does look like one of them. I'll search it better, but for right now, I don't think I see a maker. Excellent condition, very large, easily 3 inches, if not more. But yeah, that's so telltale, those solid tassels. Very telltale. But even your gold plating really shines up when you use the Q-tip or alcohol wipe or ammonia-free Windex, or just dilute your Windex, and don't ever just sloppily take it and, because that moisture is going to get under your stones and they're going to turn dark underneath. That's they talk about dead stones, or you see rhinestones that look brown or they look gray or black. It's a dead stone. They've gotten moisture behind them, and they usually have a foil back or whatever that metal is, or base metal. You'll get all this discoloration. But you're just straight gold stuff, yeah, an alcohol wipe is fine. This one I really dried out because I was using it on glass, and I didn't want it having any type of extra moisture. So I squeezed it in paper towels beforehand and threw those in the garbage. On that, I think it was a listener I took downstairs. I don't know. I forget. I've blinked since then. Why am I drying the back? Did I clean the back better in the front? Don't know. Might have. I'm talking away. What else is new? But they do clean up and they get really, really shiny and look really, really new, don't they? They don't make them that anymore. Well, they do. But again, those are the estate high-end pieces. They typically come from places. I think the cheapest place to get really good jewelry is probably going to be like Steinmart. Macy's, you got to pay attention. You got to look at what you're buying. But it's possible. Penny still has some good stuff. baby, hit you with more aloe. I better transplant me some pieces of aloe because it's gonna get really heavily hit. I have a bunch of it. It grows in the yard, one on the front porch everywhere. I recognize you. I do. You're like a well-known department store brand. Not Sarah Cove. I've got the slider open and the window open in there and the fan's going. Smoking here. And if I was gonna like just sit here and smoke, like, I keep the jewelry away from me. I think you've seen me do that before, like light a cigarette, well, let me get away from the jewelry or move the jewelry into another room. So yeah, it won't stay, and it's with me a lot, trust me, but I don't smoke in here constantly either. Alright. Oh, I need to go back and watch a Jason video because this is not called Mother of Pearl. It's called something else. I can call it Mother of Pearl, you can call it shell. That's gonna be glass, that's bezel set, faux pearl. Yeah, all this glass. And that's not a break or a gap that's open at the top. I'll tell you what that is to sneak this onto your chain or to your beads. It gives you an in. See, that's not broken. See, that's all finished. I'm gonna go like, I knew that, because it's gonna be one's well-known and Klein. And it's an older mark, it's the spelled out and Klein. Yeah, it's just nice. So, I forget what he calls that carved shell. People call it mother of pearl. It's a name for it. And there's inlaid rhinestones here, and the larger ones that top and bottom here. Isn't that beautiful? Nice work. Anne does have some nice jewelry. She really does. I'm sure I have some of hers in my stuff. I'm sure of it. Oh, it's another fish. Looks like the enameling is really nice on here too. Alright, let's just see if this does anything. Would you stop? It looks like gouache enameling. At first glance, it looks really clean. That's definitely a glass eye. Let's see how it does. I'm going to have to go slow to make sure not to get... Oh, no, it's enamel, not glass. Just his eye. Okay. So make sure to get inside those channels of enamel and... You get your little eyeball, just carefully, just the tippity top of it. Let's not get you wet. I just want to get some of that pretty gouache green enameling around your face. Dry that really fast. Get it away from his eye. Moisture is costume jewelry's enemy, okay? That and excessive heat. Chemicals. You need to clean your jewelry, because you don't realize that you get makeup, perfume, oil, skin. You get a lot of shit on your jewelry. This thing's probably gonna be so gross. I wear it so much. This is West Germany. This is mine. I've had this thing for years and years and years. Yeah, look at that early plastic faceted, like those grayish white. This could be Bakelite. The black, but you can't test it. How early was Bakelite made? Because this is early. This is like a 30s, 40s piece. This is Czech. This is West Germany. Which I mean after World War II, so 40s, late 40s, early 50s is probably as old as it can be, right? To say West Germany. Oh no, it'd be... How long do they keep using that? I swear, waste some of these cigarettes, just letting them burn away. That's why put them out and relight them. I never sit and smoke a whole cigarette because I get busy. I'm always busy with my hands. I'm always doing something. Always up to something. Anyway, let's see if there's a difference. Oh, hell yes. Oh, yeah, that big. Oh, and it's blue, not green. Pretty. It looked to me like it was extremely well done. So I'd say this is high-end estate because of the... I don't see any real overages on that enamel. Even they put a fine tip on here. Very nicely done. Well made. Very good construction. That's why I went ahead and kept bidding on this lot. Because I'm like, looks really good. It looks like a really good jewelry. Yeah, is that going to be a mark? Or is that coming through from something on the front? I saw that necklace again. Thought I had something on me. But you forget you're wearing it because it's so lightweight. Feels like there may be something there. Why are you even picking up that loop when you got the better one? There we go. I'll be darned. I think it says something. Let me open it. Get this pen out of the way. And I try to remember I opened it, not stab myself. No, it's just texture. But they have this heavy... I'm not sure what to call this. I mean, it's plated, but I don't think it's gold. Could have some gold in it. I doubt it. It's the texture tells you. See what I mean? It almost looks like a painting, a coating. Not so much like they've plated it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It's just that it's a different thing. It makes it not like truly vintage either. This could be made yesterday. I don't know. The enamel is very clean though. Glass eye. I'll check it to see if it's crystal. Could be. That's very pretty. Now you really got a grouping of three. We got 3 fish. Then in my auction, I need to have my a scarf available, a couple, like a heavier one, a lighter ones. I need a jacket. I need a cap and a headband, so I can show all the ways to use them. Yeah, I know my costume stuff. I take forever because I love demoing it. I love showing the pieces together. And this is hard plastic, but I'm going to clean it with this because I don't know if it's hard plastic, this shouldn't be on it. Does that mean it wouldn't be hard plastic? It means it's painted. Because it's something showing from underneath, like a metal or something. And it's only one little place, but let's see what's going on with it. It didn't come off, and it feels like there's a surface. Like this is painted. I thought it was hard plastic. It's almost like an error in the painting. You know when you fire something and there can be something under the varnish? It looks like that. That spot. See what I mean? It's like it's scuffed. I can try some straight up, I can try some like Goo Be Gone, and what else would be good? Because it feels like it might be something that, oh, it does move under my nail. Okay, that's just some kind of weird juge somebody got on it. Alright, that requires further cleaning. That's going to take acetone. No, that'll hurt the paint. And I think these might be painted. I thought they were hard plastic, but they're not. Enamel, maybe? But enamel, I can't use acetone. That thing I've got too dried out. It's mostly dry. So I didn't want to mess up the glass. Rhinestones, whatever. You won't hear me call things the crystals unless it's quartz crystal. If it tests crystal, I'll let you know if I think it could be lead crystal, which there are some things in here I think probably are. Because you get that color, the rainbow colors off of it, that you don't get off a glass without a coating. But lead crystal will. I mean, think about that with like your your party light or your princess house, that crystal that's lead crystal. It's not quartz crystal. It's a difference. Hey! Stop it. Stop it. I'm going to do more aloe. Stop it. Ain't no bugs or nothing on you. It's just your allergies. Well, just searched you again. Just so ice check. Oh, you actually are due for your drops tonight. Should have done that last week before bed. I have already been going 40 minutes, but I'm infamously slow with costume. It requires a lot of inspection. With gold and silver, you got what you got. You got it's solid gold or solid sterling, and then the gemstones, they are or they aren't. But with costume, there can be a lot of variation. I don't know what I just did. I'm getting it. It's coming off. Some would call this enameled. Even this dry, this cloth is getting drier by the second. I ain't licking shit. I don't like putting jewelry on my, I tap it on my teeth and that kind of shit. I usually just touch it to see if it's cold or whatever, but I've tapped a few things, I confess, because I just couldn't tell. I think I got it off. I'm basically taking my nail with this cloth under it. It was sticky, whatever it was. But it came clean. Those are faux pearls. This is actually very pretty. The same type of plating on this. I think it's some type of coating rather than so much a plating. But look, I got it. It's gone. It's clean. These are obviously bezel set. Cupcake bezels. There's something about the look of that coating. I never call it plated. Good construction. They appear to be all soldered together. I'm trying to see what this is like underneath. I swear it looks like glass, doesn't it? No, it's just the reflection. It's enameled or painted. One or the other. Each enamel is basically a paint. Hang on, let me get this damn thing unplugged. Because that's what keeps pulling the phone around and moving it around is when I move. And that cord is really long. It's bumping against everything. Turn this box. Unfortunately, it's missing two of the lid flaps, so it gives you some more support phone. My industrial Advil. I guess my doctor's advice. It's really bad for you. Yes, I know. I'm aware. But it's really good for my joints. It really helps with my pain. That and the cannabis. Which I had enough. I was so goofy earlier. I had a buzz. But it does help. Especially use it with the tools. I ran out. I need to go. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. That and my dispenser are close together at the church. Is it St. Matthew's or St. Timothy's? They both exist around here, but I'm not sure which is what. I forget. I slept since then. I like this. The more and more I look at this, the more I'm really liking this. Because the construction's really super nice. And the construction is really good. Is that some kind of hidden mark in there? Did you see what I saw? No, it's just surface. Yeah, this is not glued. The bar. No, that's soldered. Big old blobs. No, it's not an S pattern. It's not a puddle. It's not going to be Julian or anything like that. Not a chance in hell. It doesn't look right for that when I say it's got blobs. No. I've got some pieces I could call Julian in there. I've sold Julian on my channel before. Wrong bag. This is doubtful as this side. Oh, this is plated. brush texture. Faux pearls. They are all on those little separate little stem things. See the difference in plating and the other surfacing? Big difference, right? It really is. This is lovely. About 1.5 inches. Very, very lovely pen. That's a year-round thing there. Why is it getting dark? My battery's really not dying again. Oh, it's good. The way it's moving lit. The way it was lit. Is that right? No. I just keep rigging this thing every way I can to get the damn thing to stay upright. Shit. What about that? Hello. Why are you doing this to me? Are you really just... Do you really hate me that much that you're just going to drive me stinking crazy? At least I have far to drive, right? If you got to drive me crazy, you ain't got far to drive. It slowly goes. There it goes. It slowly. It's like, not staying there. Let me try putting a comforter under the edge of the box. I know I could just move my ass to the workroom, do it on the web camera, but no. I don't smoke in there. He'll go in the doorway and whine. You think he's bad now? He's only doing this too because he hears me talking to the camera. If I'm just sitting here working quietly, well, I don't know if y'all were there when I started to work from downstairs last week. This is going to be the same maker. It's not marked, but it's got the same quality and the same look. This looks more like, yeah, it's a paint and enamel, and they are bezel set, but they look like they're channel set. And then pave, rhinestones, glass, whatever. And I would... Yes, this is going to say it's coated again. But lovely. A very lovely burl. With this pearl. Are we missing things up here? No, it's just one. And it's like that. Okay. Again, I wouldn't call this plated. I'm not sure what to call it. I should read some good sellers listings and see how they put it. They probably say plated because people aren't typically as freaking nuts as I am. This was on a thing that said first issue, so I thought, oh, it's gonna be, is it a first issue? Maybe it's signed, maybe it's, which I still contest that stone. That could be a diamond. This definitely is gold plated, but there's no, it don't say first issue on the pen, nothing. There's no markings. I think it just was on that to make it look important. So I took it off of there. But I thought it was odd in case that means anything to anybody. When I do it, if I look it up, which I doubt I will because it's really, I don't think it's going to be nothing. I think at most that might be a crystal down there, but I think it's most likely going to be glass. And it's a letter. We're not doing that. I think it's a letter P. And it is plated. This is glass. AB glass and colored glass. It says boutique. Oh, it's Steinmart. Okay, nice. Big. Okay, I'm going to take this off of here. That's beautiful. It just says boutique though. But it's got those, of course, the damn price isn't on it. At Steinmart, something like this is probably like 20 if it's one of those, yeah, they do. Our price, original price, our price, I'd say they're probably going to be around 20. It's foil back. No, they're tricking you. It is foil back, but then it's got like a big layer of resin or something that's holding that in. So, fair to middling. This is not, I wouldn't call this high-end estate, but it's good vintage. Good vintage. It'll last you as long as you take care of it. Alright, before... That's getting dry. I'm going to go ring. I won't ring out the next one so intensely. I probably will. Oh, yeah, that's coming. There's a lot of stuff coming off of this. I didn't realize how dirty it was, so I wiped it a couple of times. You can see the differential where there's like a coating of something coming off. And no, it's not an AB coating coming off. It's just smooth. Just is too dry. I don't think it's doing a damn thing. I think I have another one around because, yeah, I buy these just for convenience to clean something up real quick. They're really for like your glasses and stuff. Audio and glass, electronics, that sort of stuff. I must have some alcohol in it 'cause it says keep out of reach of children, which I guess they could choke on it or something. I'm being really careful because these are bezel set, foil backed, so I'm just really going slow and just staying on top because they're kind of like an emerald cut, so it's a table cut. I'm not worried about the sides. I'm just getting the tops and just staying there so I don't get anything, no moisture around the edges of that of the bezel. These are really hard to do. I'm not even gonna mess with the AB coated ones. They're too small. There's too much risk with one of these and having ringed out. It's too much risk. So they're not gonna show any change because I'm not gonna do it, and I don't think they really need it because they're set back. So they shouldn't receive any direct contact. But the brown glass, the amber color glass, yeah, it needed cleaned. Especially that big one in the front and the middle, because you could really see the difference. It's still got a little bit, I can see the difference between where I've really rubbed it a little harder and where I haven't. I just don't want any moisture to squeeze out of this rag wipe. But I do want to get it cleaner. Okay. Dry that really well. I know, I got you to look at the damn ceiling now. It was staying up in the wrong position. I was anticipating shift that never happened because I actually do have a good setup. I've got a remote control, that slide loop in the bottle of Advil, and they're holding that damn thing from moving around. Oh, that turned out so pretty. It was worth it. It was worth a couple minutes to get this really, really pretty, really different. I can see a huge difference. I still see a tiny bit of like, I don't know. It's like when you're cleaning a window, huh? You can tell like the one little spot you didn't hit. It's almost a foggy looking spot. It could be abrasion that I'm seeing. It could be a scratch, not a scuff. Okay, but you can see that it's foil backed, but there is see that layer of like a resin, a clear glue or resin holding that in? But it is well made. It's all soldered. It's well done. This I'd call plated. What I do, but see how right here I can see I think it's abrasion. So I probably will do some lots because I don't want to sell this for, if I was going to sell it straight out value now, probably 10. I'd do 10 on that. Only, it has, actually in this condition I would do 10. If it didn't have that or I can get rid of that, this is more of I'd do 15. Knowing that maybe it's Steinmark, because I've shopped there quite a bit. We have one on Northdale, maybe, because I'm in Carrollwood. I'm in Northwest Carrollwood. No homeowners association. We can't. We pull motors and we work on our own vehicles, and I don't want to have to worry about if my drapes match the neighbors, you know. Did you see that one place we're trying to force people to keep their garage doors open? Why are you out of your stinking mind? I'd take them to court. They'd have to try to take me to foreclosure. Start fining me. Give me something to fight against with you other than just your verbal rule. Was that some right out bullshit? It was showing this one guy was putting in this like clear plexiglass something for his garage because he had to leave it open. People have to work or just have a life. I mean, are they They get rid of homeowners associations completely. It's such an outdated. This is the white. It's dry. It looks like just a dry, because it is. Must be alcohol in it, because they really do dry out, which is what I want. Let me see if anything happens when I like rub this really intentionally, where I just looked and see if anything happens at all. I might go at this one more time, but I think it's an abrasion. But I'll try straight up alcohol. I know, I'm just picky, but I am picky. I'm picky about my costume, especially. Right there, it still has that. It's beautiful, though. It cleaned up nice, right? It's beautiful. I guess it's still worth 15. I damn sure paid a lot more than that for these damn brooches. It was on this with the Steinmart. I'm not leaving it on there. Nah, I don't care. I don't care that it says Steinmart. It gave me an idea, but this is pretty. This is beautiful. This has to be signed. Oh, that's Sarah Coventry. I recognize that. Yeah, those plastic cabochons, these here, I'm pretty sure those are hard plastic. I'm definitely sure those are. Yeah, those are. And then the faux pearls, and then glass. She's also got AB glass bezel set in here. A big old, with the pendant hook. Big old, that, we've all seen that. She has that big, beautiful bracelet in this, like that. I may have it. I either have it or had it and sold it. But it emulates stone really well, right? Oh, it screams Sarah Cove. I haven't found it yet. Oh, look. That's huge. That's what it says. Yeah, it's actually Sarah Cove. Exactly. Sarah spelled out and then Cove. C-O-V. Okay, that's a big one. 2.5 inches. Yeah, she's beautiful. She's in great condition. I'm going to go get another roll of paper towels, or just pull some off the roll. I'll see if I still have the roll in here. Don't see them. What else do I have? Bubble wrap. That'll work. Just something to keep them, protect them a little bit. Okay. This is not signed. This is pretending to be, is glass bezel set, plated. It's pretending to be forbidden fruit, which would have been signed and would have been from the 50s. Nice plating, beautiful glass, beautiful construction, open behind all those stones to let the light through, which is nice. So that's very nice. Probably about 1.5 inches. I did get to see their auction yesterday, and then I caught Stephanie last night. This is old. This is a copper. This is copper. This is stamped. I have to look for a mark. I think I see slightly something there, or it's just, no, there's, yeah, there is surfacing on the horse, so it might just be showing through where it's stamped. Yeah, it's just showing through. But it takes on a brass color in the front. But that's copper. That's stamped out copper. It does get that brass color. That's why people get brass and copper so confused. And this is a tack pen. So yeah, a lot of people would have called this copper, but the weight is different. And the surface is different. It's copper. I like him. Yeah, I'd say he's probably mid-century. That's pretty cool. What are you? This could go either way. It could be marked or not, because these, you see a ton of these. It's got like a flower stamp. I don't know if that's just a rivet. That's the rivet, because this is riveted. It is on a bar, but it's riveted. Cold paint. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely cold paint. That's just the metal. There are no stones in there. But your plate, this is pin sitting on, that is riveted. That was that flower stamp I saw. That's the rivet that's holding that pin on. So that's a nice piece. It's average. This is not going to be marked. It is glass bezel set. This could be from yesterday or from the 80s. I don't know. And it could be a mark, but it's just really shiny. I'm going to say no, it's just texturing and mad reflection. Yeah, this is a pretty rendition of these, of the martini glass. I'll check them. I mean, I'll test the stones. It's going to be glass, though. But really pretty glass. Okay, we see how sparkly it is now. So we give it a boop, 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 boop. And then let's see. Okay. Again, just focus on a tiny amount touching. And just don't squeeze it. You don't want any moisture coming out onto it. Just be really, really gentle and very intentional, mindful about where you're touching it on the tops of that glass. See, like, I'm not just going to go over those the ones that are like, yeah, they try to look like they're channel set gemstones, which they do, but they're little bezel set. They're not true channel set. True channel set, it's pressure within that channel of metal. But, so that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to mess with the, I'll go over them with the dry napkin and just stiff them up. But again, not going to be hog wild with any moisture. But these all have the this is like princess cut, whatever. It's got the flat top, so you can get that. Makes all the difference. And then dry, when you're drying it, that's when you get the faceted sides. I know, I'm not here to give a lesson, but I kind of am. I'm going to sell costume again. I'm going to educate you about how to take care of it, what it is, how it's made, helpful things about dating. That's how I learned, was other people, okay? Nobody just instinctively knows. You can learn a lot in books. I have a lot of books. I'm glad I didn't sell them. I thought about selling them. Yeah, that made a big difference, right? That's a lot shinier. Even the dry wiped pieces are better. Yeah, that's cute as a button, huh? When I used to drink, that was my favorite drink, was a pomegranate. Oh, these are in the Christmas pile. They could go anytime, because these are just, Cinderella's, not Cinderella, Wizard of Oz. Slippers. Her ruby slippers. But nice. Those are nice. That's all glass. It's well done. Clean. All soldered. I would call these estate because of the subject matter. I'd call those estate high-end. They're well made. The glass is really pretty. The construction's great. Subject matter. You know, one Wizard of Oz, it's a big category, and you got a lot of cross-section, you get a lot of cross-referencing. Cross-listing, cross-selling, you know, collectors of shoes, collectors of Wizard of Oz. Just people, collectors of brooches, or better, whatever. I think this is just texture, not a mark, but we'll see. I'll double check. This is nice. This is well made. gouache enameling. Let me check the cleanliness. Perfect. I don't see any spillover. Up, there's a tiny, just like, let's see if there's any more. I won't forgive it, but if that's the only teeny tiny spot, I'll forgive it. If there's more, I won't. Nope, I won't forgive it. There's more. So, it's a very nice brooch, but I would not call it high-end or state because of, I'm just dry wiping this, because of the enamel being a little sloppy. They just don't. With your high-end pieces, your better pieces, they're not sloppy. They're not going to stay too far from the edge. They're not certainly going to get over onto the metal in between. They're not going to do that. It's not going to go through QC like that. And you've got some spillover on this red, and there was a green section that had some spillover to this. See how it's all over the metal? That enamel's all over that metal. It's a shame, but it's all over it. The green all over it, and then this red. So it's good, it's fine, but I don't think I'd ask more than, I don't know, what would I do on this one? 6 to 8, somewhere in there. I don't know, I've been out of the market a long time. So I really don't know for sure. This is generic, looking to be Monet. Why it's bent, inverted. I get this because you're putting it on beads. The other way, was that their solution because it was heavy and it was drooping? Just put a square fabric behind your blouse and it'll hold it up. It'll hold it tight. This gold plating needs cleaned up. It's smidgy. It's dull. It's schmidgy. I can go all over it when it's just plain metal. Yeah, go to hell. Go to town. Go to town. Go to town. Just go to town. I'm not going to do too much with the back because it is concave. I don't want any moisture to sit there. But see how her pin is concave? Like, why? Why the hell? It had to be to try to make it fit tighter. No, don't do that. You don't need to do that. Now, if it's in the winter, you can take a dryer sheet and fold it up and use it. And you'll knock down your static and hold up your pin. Or just wear a jacket or a scarf and attach it to that. Or a hat. We're gonna be in the we're gonna be in the 30s to 40s. Probably 30s are gonna be North Florida. I'm probably gonna be in the 40s, you know, as our lows, and then our highs will be in probably 60s. It usually runs at, you know, like now it's been like 50s and 70s, so it's probably gonna be 40s and 60s. That's our winter, but it does get into the 20s here. I've been here for as only times it snowed. It melts before it hits the ground, but I was here for it. The first time I was 17. Granted, there could have been times when I was younger and didn't pay no mind. I was probably just enjoying being in the house, because if it wasn't snowing or, you know, severely cold, we were working. We were outside in the garden or mending animals or working on doing something. We were, you know, I get my work ethic honest, and I'm grateful for my parents for raising me that way. I can do a lot of things. I can hunt, I can fish, I can garden, vegetables or flowers. I can't really do it because of my physical issues now, but I can work on cars, you know, I can do a lot of stuff. Okay, that really shined up really pretty. And I got the pin straightened out. So it's good quality, because the pin's coating or plating didn't crack. It can when you're like flexing it, it can crack. Not the whole metal thing, but whatever's coated in, it didn't. It's soldered. Oops. Am I gonna have to test you, pin? Because you're not like wanting to like stay in there. There's no tension. Maybe that's why they did it. It kept opening, and that created the tension to keep it closed. Or you could just make sure this goes all the way down. It opened. Okay. All right. So you take your pin at your own risk and go slightly back and over at the same time. So you're going to kind of go at like 45 degrees. Okay, just carefully hold the base. Don't do this, it's going to snap on you. Hold it by the base and just give it a push back. Don't go crazy. And it should give you that tension that you want. That's going to make it like, once it's in there, it's going to have its own pressure. See, I haven't closed it yet, but it has its own tension. It's pushing. That's going to help it stay seated inside there. You may have to do it more than once if it's not successful. It usually works. Them antique sterling ones are really tough because they're so old. A lot of times the pins are so long on them. Okay, it worked. Now it's in really great condition. That's a nice one. That's very nice. That'd be really nice on your beads or your pearls. So you have to prep. I've had my mannequins, I have my pearls and my beads, a jacket, a couple of scarves, a hat. Oh, I really love this. It's a martini, but it's all gold tone. And they have this swizzle stick is textured. This is nice. This is nice. This is plated. This is really nice. These look prong set too. This looks really good. They are prong set. This is beautiful. These are definitely glass. Surprised it's not marked. The quality is great. I love this. We'll do it before and after. Here's before. Look at the 1, the 2, here the 3, and 4. Take a look at the flashiness. This one's gonna take a minute because these are tiny little prong set ones. They're put together like your rhinestone necklaces or bracelets are. See? Just have to take my time. So I'll pause you. It's gonna take a minute. Wasn't that bad. Felt like it was a minute or two. It wasn't long. I mean, it didn't seem that long to me. Okay, show us a big difference, baby. Oh, yeah. Much better. Yeah, I would call this high-end estate. Yes, I would. I love that green glass. They're all faceted. I mean, excuse me, they're all, faceted, and they're all prong set. I love, this has a texture. It's like lined. Come on. I have to use my palm on this close, on her little. I wish you could see that texture of that swizzle stick. Maybe from the back you can see it better. It's lined. It's like fine threaded kind of look thing. It's so nice. Sheet of bubble wrap. That'll work for our next layer. Guess I'll do it myself right out of here. They're already cleaned. Not all of them are, but the ones I think are going to make a difference. This looks like a classic Monet. This is classic for your pearls. You take your pearls in the front here, or those ones that the seed beads that are multi-strand. Bring them all together, pin them together. It's also really good. Use it vertically. It's a wonderful scarf clip. These are great. Okay, that is Monet. Says triple dipped. I mean, it is gold plated. This thing's getting so dry already, but we can again go to town on this because it's solid. Never use one of those little white squares that we use for the, sterling or gold. Those are fine because those are solid. But this is plated. Those little squares that you buy, obviously there's cleaner number. They wouldn't work. They'll strip your gold right off your jewelry. Your gold, it'll take your gold plating off your silver. It'll take your gold. It'll really do a bad number on your costume. especially with silver, people accidentally clean it using those pads, and it's gold wash or, you know, gold over sterling. It wipes the gold off. It looks like shit. Then you got to strip the whole thing, which it always doesn't come off cleanly, but sure enough to damage it to where it really ruined it. I have a pair of earrings like that I tried to save. I tried to go ahead and get it. Someone had done it. Because, yeah, I get my stuff in these big lots. I have a big lot, by the way. I could do an unboxing of. I did the one little one. I think that was 143 grams. It wasn't much. Not the one we just did. One before. But there's been a big one since then. It was like 1,900 grams or something. It was a pretty big lot. A lot of it's in the scrap, though, already. I mean, that's why I bought it. I used to only buy because of specific pieces. Which this next big one coming, and gets another one that's like close to 2,000 grams or something. And then a small, so I have more coming, but the next one coming was picked. Oh, the one was picked. Did I show that? Yeah, the one with the beads on sterling. Did you see? I don't think you saw that. There's a bunch of gemstone on, you know, sterling silver and gemstone stuff. And I did get a bead ball necklace in. You know, it's sterling bead balls on sterling chain. Those are always nice. I think, oh yeah, I sold that crystal necklace that's on, they are quartz crystal on, it's vintage, on sterling. And vintage ones like that are so expensive. You know, my beads, they're not cheap. I'm not going to even pretend, oh, I have great deals. They are great deals if you know. Because these are check glass. They're crystal. They're, you know, real gemstones that are made like those Swarovski necklaces, but they're actually real sterling and real gemstones. So they are, I think the cheapest one I have is probably $70, but it's probably worth $150. They're nice. I just find I don't wear them as much because they're pretty damn heavy. Glass is heavy. Alright, I've rubbed this long enough. I wanted to really shine, and it did. Monet never disappoints. I have the Monet book. It's so thick. Not like the Napier's like this. It's like a freaking Bible. Because they're actually very old. And yes, they do fine jewelry as well. Napier does. This is beautiful. I don't have any pearls around me. Well, I won't go to my jewelry box. I will behave. I'll behave. And I do have some antiques that are both costume and sterling, and gold. I have antiques. This is so pretty. I'm gonna say his face is probably silver plate. Glass stones, bezel set. Again, trying to look channel set. I'd say plated. Yeah. This looks nice. This looks like it should be signed. Not finding a mark though. Okay, here's our before. Because yes, the enameling you can do. I'm going to leave those stones alone. I'll give them a dry wipe. I'm going to say that is plated. Just textured, that's all. But that's very nice. About 1.5 inches. So I'm just going to do the enamel part of this and his face. And we'll go with the glass with just the dry. There may be a hint of moisture in here from me using it to dry, but not enough to harm anything. Yeah, enameling is nice on this. I don't see any spillover. So this is nice. So I would call this, I'd probably call this high-end. Not a state, but I'd call it high-end. It's made very well. The weight is good, but not overly heavy. It's not too heavy like base metal. The enamel's nice. Let's see how they did around these stars. Excellent. These stars might have even been applied after the enameling and then closed the back. Yeah, and it's definitely plated. And look how smooth. It's how smooth this is. And how well coated. No drippiness. Very clean enameling around those stars. That's beautiful. Oh, it's probably right. He's probably 2 inches. That's a nice one. I like that. I'm surprised it wasn't signed. I recognize this. I think this is Trufari. That's my best guess. I recognize these leaves. And the texture screams 70s because not only is the interior textured, but so is the frame. Instead of it being shiny, then textured. I'm going to say 70s. And these are channel cut glass bezel set. And who is it? It's a Lisner. I was wrong. Yeah, here's our before. So, I mean, these edges are not shiny. The 60s pieces, early 70s, they're going to be shiny edge and then textured here. It still could be circa 60s. So, yeah, it could be 60s, 70s. But I lean towards the 70s. This texturing, the channel cut. Yeah. Of course, it's Lisner, so of course it's all you know, soldered, and it's probably a little over 2 inches. What is on here? Looks like a piece of silicone or something. Oh, maybe they were using it as a pendant and was stopping the bail on there from just sliding back and forth. The pin going whoop whoop whoop. So they put earring backs and left them on for a long, long time, and then it ended up kind of sticking to it. That's what it feels like. It feels like melted silicone. Glue wouldn't make any sense in the middle of a... But the fact that it's where it is, I think they did the thing with... Like, if you want to use something as a brooch, but it's sliding and sliding and sliding, you can go ahead and... Even if you use one of those converters, I have those. I need to bring those. Make sure I bring those. I should make a list. I'll just watch my video and take notes, which is also horrifying. But I need to edit it anyway, because, yeah. Especially that last one. I don't know. I could leave in me catching a buzz on there. You guys know me. And the ones that don't, you might as well know. I'm real straightforward. Don't ask me, because I will tell you. And I'm not going to be pussyfooted about it. I can hurt people's feelings easy because I'm very blunt. But I'm honest about it. Ain't gotta worry about me ripping you off ever. I'm gonna tell you the truth about whatever it is. I'm flexible, I'm kind, I'm generous, but I'm not a pushover. Well, I can be, okay. I've made my mistakes. But it's okay, you know. It all comes back to you if you're... And they ain't been open and closed much. Or if they put it on something and just left it, and that's why this silicone is like stuck on here. So anyway, let's say you want to use it as a necklace, and you put the adapter, even those are they're like this big, and your pin's this long. It slides back and forth, and your brooch is, you know, just sliding all over and just being wackadoodle. It's sliding back and forth. You take those silicone earring backs, and you go ahead and put one on. Then put your adapter on and put the other one on. You do the same thing, just put it on a, you know, chain or beads or whatever. Same thing. Just put one in, then put it over, and put the other one on, just to keep it from moving around. It's a clever idea. I forget who was it that came up with that. Somebody in, you know, one of the viewers of mine and other channel. Yeah, this has been worn as a pendant a lot because it has rubbed the plating off of this. As I clean this, because this ain't going to take the plating off. But you can see something's rubbed back and forth here. Someone used this as a pendant big time. And I see why. It's really beautiful. Alright, I'll work on that some more before I bring it. But it's just, yeah, it's still got a You can feel it, that it's on there. So I'll clean that up. Now that I can use the acetone on. It'll be fine. It'll melt whatever the hell it is off of there. And this looks to me like that this thing has lost plating due to rub, or is it just let's see if I need light, any battery. I got battery. No, I think it's just that coating of that stuff. Oh, it has abrasion. Yeah, it does have abrasion. Someone used this a bunch as a pendant, which is fine. I can see why. It makes a good pendant, and it's a Lisner. This is really tight, but again, I think it probably wasn't open and closed much at all. I think it was put on as a pendant, and it lived its life that way. So it hangs this direction. I never did get around to doing any before and after. Gold don't really need anything, but we'll give it a wipe. The stone's just really quick and fast. It's about dry anyway. I mean, it is dry for all intents and purposes. That damn thing is dry. You'd die if you needed it for thirst, because it is dry. Somebody slammed their door. So today was my first day with my new postman, Jabril. Young man. It's only the second time I ever met anybody named Jabril. He's black. Because that name don't tell you shit. Could be from anywhere in the world. So yes, as a Liz nurse, it's pretty damn nice. That cleaned up pretty good, because it had a real sticky shit right there. Right where you would expect it to be if you were using it to keep your pendant from sliding around. And there's your Lisner mark. Nice big one. Probably 2 inches. I think it shined a little bit, but already was in really excellent condition. So there's that. This has JJ written all over it, because it's like a pewter with stainless, pin clasp. It's either going to be JJ's or AJC's. I think JJ. What are you? It's AJC. Oh yeah, AJC does all the pewter. And Danecraft does some too. I think there's some Danecraft in here. And there's your AJC. And yeah, I think it's pewter. It could just be some kind of metal. I don't know. I haven't rubbed it or nothing, but it just says cats, and it's got an enameled heart. Is there something on that enamel, or is it scuffed, or what? Looks like abrasion again, which we saw earlier. Turned out to be ick. Turned out it was ick, so we'll try to get that off. See if we can lose it. This is so dry. Do I have another one handy? I should, but I don't. I should, but I don't. I got some in the drawer over there, but am I going to go there? No, I'm going to sap the most out of this I can get. Now I might as well get one. I got a shit ton to go. We've already an hour and a half. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to do a part 2. So I'm going to wrap it up with this one. So I come back. We'll start with seeing, did we get this off? It's right on, it's just on that heart. Right here. All I see is reflection. Anyway, there is a little smudge there. It's a cutie pie. Oh, look, he's a tabby. Hey, Mom. She's watching over them. She looks serious as hell. Oh, that one looks just like her. And it just says cats. It's about 2 inches wide. By about 1.25 inches tall. Cute. Oh, there's one stretching up here. So she's got 3 little kitties. It says cats. I'm not used to things being backwards. I don't think it will be when I publish it. It looks like pewter, but it could just be base metal painted gray. I don't know. I don't know. So this will be the first thing we'll come back and see. And I'll go get a handful of wipes and more paper towels. Is there anything else I needed? Dry mouth. Dry lips. Ooh, I pulled a big piece of skin off my lip today. I was just busy. I had a cigarette and I had it in my mouth and walking around. I went to take it out of my mouth and it stuck. And I went ahead and pulled it. Yeah, my lips went with it. It did. Okay, so thanks for hanging out with me. We probably have an equal amount left because I did buy a lot of 154. You see the quality of these, so you know they were expensive. But turns out it's going to be worth it. I won't lose money. I don't care. I don't need to make a killing. I recognize this surface on this one. Snow mark, but I recognize that surface. This one needs shined up for sure. Alright. I will see you next time. It'll be part 2. It's going to say costume brooches. It'll say brooches unboxing. And this will be part 1. And then part 2 will come. I'll go ahead and tape it tonight because I'm in the middle. I'm not going to leave it like this. I'm going to go ahead and go through them. And although I didn't bag or tag, some of them I'll do some lookups, some research. There's a couple. I haven't ran across it. I should have dug for it, but I'll be patient. I think, because I haven't had hands on, but from the pictures, I think there's an antique sacred rose that slides. And I think they had one picture where it was slit open. I may be crazy, but I think that picture, that it has a woman, probably, I guess a nun or whatever, a woman, and she's standing there with her hands like just down, like she's just standing, ow, 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 my back, and my knees are stuck. She was standing with her hands, palms up, just standing like this, and you can see something's coming down. I haven't been able to look at it personally to see if there's anything like on her head. Yes, I think it's just showing someone having stigmata. That's what it looks like. Does Mary have something else where her hands are down and as you can see stuff like sparkles or spraying coming down? What else would that be? It is very antique and it's Catholic. I don't know. So I look forward to finding it in this box. And then, I wasn't going to show the seasonal ones, but I guess they sell all year. And I always forget, because I set stuff up for voting season. Vintage, old voting buttons, you know, those campaign buttons and stuff. I forgot to do it. So, yeah. So I'll see you next time with part 2 of these wonderful brooches. I'm so happy. And I still got my personal stuff that's in the costume jewelry room. That sounds terrible, costume jewelry room. It's scary, I have so much. And I still buy them, I'm a nut. Oh yeah, I'm going to have to do that $10 necklace sale. I bought all those boxes. I think I bought, I don't know, it ended up being a 21-pound box that I got from Tanya a couple weeks ago. I need to unbox those necklaces and I'll just do the, like, $10 a piece kind of thing. Because I paid. They weren't cheap. I think they were all over $100 a piece. So I spent some money, but it was fun. And it helps her, and I love her. I'm talking about Tanya with my jewelry addiction. She's normally on Sunday nights at 7 Eastern. 6 since time fell back. And she just does pop-ups. But you should subscribe because she does a lot of costume. She does a lot of gold, sterling, a lot of sterling. And she has a really good eye, and she's just a good person, and she's a good soul, and I love her. So yeah, I love buying from her because I get great stuff, and you know, it helps her, supports her. She has a grandbaby coming, so it's called My Jewelry Addiction. So subscribe and ring the bell. It's well worth watching. Trust me, you'll like her. Okay, I'll see you next time. Love you guys, and thank you for watching, hanging out with me this whole hour and 35 minutes. All right, have a good day, and Happy New Year. That's right, and John was coming right back with a brooch unloading. So here we go. David Tutera in the box. All about David Tutera. I don't know. I haven't looked up values on any of these. I recognize a lot of these in the photographs. Let's hope it's true. Oh, classic, classic, classic painted metal. I mean, yeah, but there's somewhere. Oh no, that's intentional definition on the leaves. This is a big one. It's a big one. Ow, I just stabbed myself with a pin. They're not going to be... I'm going to set this up. Okay, it's way the hell away from me, but it ain't leaning so bad. I need something to put under here. Here, David Tutera. Make your box convenient for me. We need some shoring up over here on the east side. On the east side. On the west side. I thought that was a box. It is. It's a lid. It's close enough to a box. I'm on the bed. There's several blankets and stuff. I had blankets. I just wrap around me to walk around. I don't always put on a house coat. Anyway, we had the David Tutera. None of these I expect to be signed. These first ones I'm going through. Yeah, I don't even think it's gold plate. I think that's just painted gold. Still very beautiful. It's very beautiful. That's glass. Prong set. Not bad. I paid up for this damn lot, I'll tell you what. So they better be some really nice brooches in here. I really paid up. There's three or four that I think are real rare antiques. It's crossing my fingers. This is just standard. I have a huge butterfly brooch collection. I have it in sterling. Probably gold filled. I don't think I have pure gold butterflies. But I have sterling and I have vintage, custom, enamel, all those. This is pretty. Looks like it would be a Monet. I don't think it's signed. Sure is pretty. It's a vertical pin, so you can wear it any way you want it. That's the way you need it. Any way you want it. The 90s called and said, we want our collar brooch back. At the top of your shirt. I wear all those button-up shirts. So I should start rocking these out. That's very pretty. Are you brass or gold-plated or painted or what? I don't know. Looks very nice, though. That's hard plastic. The stone. This is a nice fish. There should be more fish, at least one. Because I was thinking, yeah, it'd be nice to wear together, those fish. Looking at the picture. I have not grabbed it yet, but there should be more fish. So you can wear them in groups. It's cute. We have another metal one. This one doesn't have bad wear either. And it's swedged. It's another big one. Probably 2.5, I think. Yeah, I don't think it quite makes 3. But it is swedged. That's nice. I'm going to leave all the holiday ones. They sorted them out. I guess that's what this is. Yeah, it looks like it. I'm not going to do those. I'll bring those back next year. This is a big old cruise ship. There's some surface scratching on this. It might come off, but I don't know if I'm going to take the time to be scrubbing any of this. I mean, I'll clean this stuff because there's some good stuff in here. Trust me, there's some really good stuff in here. This isn't marked, but it looks like the same thing that Best did. B-E-S-T was the brand. They had all these big, heavy brooch pendants. It really looks like a Best, and they're very frequently two-toned like that. So I think this is probably, it's whatever. It looks like a Best. It's another one that looks cold painted. It takes on that satin look when they're cold painted. There's a Monet still on the card. So I felt better about opening it up when I revisited the pictures and thought, I recognize that. I remember now why I bid so much. This is a Monet. I'm sure of it. I think. No, wait. This is maybe a Trifari? I recognize this brooch, and it's a big, heavy one. This takes a jacket or something, or take and reinforce the fabric behind your blouse. Yeah, it's a crown Trifari. About 1.5 inches, 2 inches. It's got the brushed finish, and then your shiny gold edging. 60s to 70s is when they were doing that. This is nice. This is not swedged. This is probably still going to be a 60s to 70 piece, only because what they do is they rivet. Might be 80s. Yeah, because what they do is when you see these backs, this thing on that the pin is attached to, that bar with the 2 holes, a lot of times these are just like glued on or whatever. But see that thing in the middle with the brass colored ring? That's riveted, so this piece has the other end of that. So it's a little better, but it's not to be grouped with the swedged. But it's a very nice enameled painted metal brooch. There's some bangers in here. I can't see what I'm reaching my hand into because the box lid's in my way. I recognize this. This is just a JJ. I'll check. That is so cool. That's easily, yes, that's 3 inches. Yeah, it's a JJ. I thought so. Oh, it's a tape measure. This is probably department store. I don't think it's signed. These are high end. These are nice. That's why I bid so damn much. The enamel's beautiful. You got some gouache enameling. You've got a lot of rhinestones. The enameling is very clean. When you're looking at enamel jewelry and looking for quality, look at the edge between the metal and the enamel. You don't want big gaps, and you don't want, overflow. Look for a really clean containment. See how cleanly contained that is? It's not, the metal's not painted over, and it's not far away from the edge of the frame. This is very well. Look at the demarcation between the neck and the belly. Yeah, so these are better brooches. They better be. Oh, here's one of those classic signed Russian lacquered. Which way do you go, dude? This way. There's a beautiful bird at the top. This person loved birds and fish. That's beautiful. Really beautiful. Oh, this is in great shape. I don't see a mark. Don't usually see it on these. But you know what is unusual? This is on gold tone metal. These are always usually on that silver tone metal. 9 times out of 10. This one. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. About 2.5, close to 3. There's another department store one. This one has a bail to be worn as a pendant. That is beautiful. Look at those faceted AB. Let's just see if they're cold. I hate tapping my teeth. My nails are too short. Oh, let me listen for sound. I want to make sure I don't do too hard. I don't want to damage the AB. It's another thing when you're looking at them. You want ones that have been well cared for. So you want to pay attention to on the coating on the AB. It can be extremely scratched up. Now, a lot of these are going to look phenomenally better when you see them again, because I will clean them. I'll clean them with a ammonia-free Windex. Or alcohol is fine too. But not everywhere. You just take a Q-tip and keep it mostly dry. And just go and clean every stone. But it makes them so beautiful. Don't ever put these in like any type of solvent. Don't ever put them in your sonic cleaner. I have 3 sonic cleaners. No wonder. I need them. I have so much jewelry. This is beautiful. I have to look at this. I brought a better loop in here on my little walkabout stretch and go cough my head off and honk up a loogies. Let's see how these are. Not bad. Extremely, extremely minor, fine, tiniest bit, but I don't see any big pieces or anything. No, it says it's very well cared for. And they have beautiful refraction color. It's a nice coating. There's some really beautiful color on these. Yeah, these are better brooches, so I feel better about paying up for them. Matter of fact, I'm going to protect in between layers in this box. I don't want them getting scratched up. I know they sent them to me in a box and bags. I've said it to before. Regardless how they were treated before, they're with me. Oh my God. I don't know. I think this might be, I don't know, Emmons or, not Lisner, but maybe Emmons. Could be Lisner. These are prong set, right? Except the pearls. The pearls are set. This is got a beautiful gold plating. Cupcake fittings for the bezel set ones. Let me see who it is and not just guess. Wow, I haven't seen one of these in ages. It's a Worth, W-I-R-T-H, Worth of California. This is stinking nice. Well, I'm talking about cupcake settings. If you look at these little, if you look at these pearls, what they're setting in, see how that is like a little cupcake holder? See? This is so well done. Holy shit. Look how open that is. Look at the layering. I'll have to look up values on this. I haven't looked at a Worth in forever. It's just probably 2.5 inches again. I know that's glass. That's not going to be any plastic except for the pearls, whatever they are. They're not likely to be real. I'm going to have to test this. This could be low-grade gold. Let me see if it has a maker. Made in Austria, it has spelled out, so this will be brass. This will be pure brass. There's your mark on that leaf there. Made in Austria, all of it spelled out. Guys, the painting, the surface of the flowers, the check glass that's prong set in this. Oh my God. And no, that's not bent. If that were upright, the setting, it would be showing the back of it because it does have backing. Look at the quality of the enameling. Yes, enameling. Look at the check glass in there. Look at this fineness on the painting on those leaves and on that beautiful blossom. Look at this thing. This is a beautiful, this is Austria still. This is a 20s piece. 20s, 30s. Yeah, that's antique. I don't want to put that back in there. I'm setting that with my stone until further consideration. Aw, are you Joni babies? Or you belong to anybody? Or you we just purtiness? I don't see any maker's mark, so it's just purtiness. Hard plastic. I'm gonna guess the stones are the same. He's still a putty bee. He's still a putty bee. He's a putty bee. I'm gonna do the same with this one. And look at those pretty, real simple. I'm gonna hand clean. I recognize this. This is an AJC. It's the lady in mink, and then this opens, and it says, after taxes, she's wearing a whiskey barrel. They have a lot of Art Deco themed pieces. She's so cool. Yeah, that's an AJC. I'm sure it is. I've seen that one a million times. That was my first love, was vintage costume. I used to collect a lot of signed stuff. Oh, this isn't signed. This is. Oh my God. Okay, yeah. This has gouache enameling with the rhinestones inset into the gouache. This is crazy good. Holy crap, this is good. I doubt it's gonna be signed. And it might say something in that pen, under that pen. It does. It does. I can't read it. Let me open the pen. I swear it says something. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just texturing. Because all these feathers, it is highly textured. I'm going to say it's not signed, but this is how, you know, this is an estate piece. This is crazy good. If you guys are collectors, brooch collectors, will know it on site once you get a load of that enamel. Those stones are set, the enamel's around those. It's deep gouache enameling. Again, it got very good quality on your enamel work. Not as clean as that other, I have to say. Your pave rhinestones. Look at the detail of the rhinestones on the tail feathers. And how that enameling is so deep and beautiful. See the difference in gold-plated metal than the ones that look like painted metal. This is superb. Absolutely superb. I would put this on the fall stuff to save, but it's, you know, you could wear this year-round. That's stunning. Absolutely stunning. This is a inexpensive. They are sewn on. So maybe this is 50s. These are glass. Okay, they're AB faceted glass. I guess this one just was, I don't know, but it is, they are wired on. Sewn on, they say, wired on. But it is a very inexpensive frame. But this is something you could do, that they could have done this. It's not check glass, I don't believe, but they probably use the same method where they had systems where in the factory there was a room and you could go and you could get, say, you pick up this frame and then you pick up, there'd be like a pattern from sewing, and then they would go and get this plate that sits on top here, and they'd pick up the number of stones they needed, because there's 2 layers, see, that wire is sewn through both layers and into this fixture. So they gather all the pieces based to the pattern and directions, and they take them home. And it was cottage industry, meaning that it was done in the homes of the town or the village. Typically, this was in Czechoslovakia, Austria, and then Germany. Yeah, sad. Sad but true. Wow. This is 70s all day long. Are you signed or scratchy? Are you just juge or are you signed? It's just juge. But yeah, this is brass and hematite. This pen, they wore it a lot. Let me open that and fix that pen so it's not so challenged. If you really want to get these flat, lay them on a table and take something and just apply pressure. So make sure it's not super cheap, because that cold paint, that whatever it is that they put on it, it's not plating, so it'll cause it to crack on your pen. So it has to be better pieces to do that with. But yeah, look at that hematite. That's definitely hematite. I think this is brass and then silver plated, probably stainless. So this is probably a stainless back that's silver plated, gold plated. And then this front piece, because see how these are crimped to connect this plate to this border. So you have that plate, put that stone in, then take this stainless back that's sturdier, crimp and close this. Yes, costume was my first thing. I learned a lot about how they make this stuff, and I thought this was a listener when I saw it on the pictures. Be a listener, because this is everything I love about vintage, true vintage brooches. They're domed. Look at the height. Look at the height on this. Oh, and the layering. We have layering. Nah, don't have the layering I would like to see, but you can't have everything. Beautiful AB amber colored glass. Wow. Be a listener, be a listener. Not finding a signature or something? Where are you? Damn. This is a better loop. Come on, man. I have a pretty good memory. Oh, there's it. It's on the bottom right in my face. It's listener. That's glorious. Of course it's glass. It is bezel set. These marquee ones appear to be prong set. No, they're bezel set. Very nice. Ah! There you go. Can you imagine how glorious these are going to be? These glass ones, once I clean them. These are going to be glorious. Look at the height on that. That's a good inch tall. That's a good inch high. Probably an inch and a half across. Holy smokes. Blame Steph. She's a first. No, it was Helen, actually, the first time. They held it up their head. I used to say things were, how many, like, Helen heads? And if I remember, I think it was 9 inches as a Helen head. Say, how many Helen heads? That's one Helen head. I think it's 2 Helen heads. We always had so much fun on her channel. Her and Steph were hilarious together. Last Christmas was such a hoot. I didn't get to spend as much time as I usually do with them over there, but I think we started with this one. Oh, can you imagine this on a hat? Oh my god. Man, for a headband? Oh my lord, I love those. I love those. This looks like AJC probably all day long. No, it's a JJ. Yeah, I should have known. It's fork themed and it's the brass color. It's not true brass. It's just brass tone metal. This is for your realtor friends. You got a sold sign, a pen, a contract, a phone, and a calculator. That's it. What does that say? The price says either for sale or something like that, right? For sale. So it says for sale. That's very cute. That's a JJ. I don't anticipate this being signed. I don't anticipate these being glass. Well, they are glass. Bezel set blackened. It's blackened. I won't say japanned. Blackened. AB glass. This is like blackened stainless or just, I don't know. a base metal. Whatever. We have 154 for get comfortable. We always kept green brooches around for St. Patty's Day because you could get pinched. In today's environment, there's too many retarded feminists that, not that all feminists, that these third wave, no, they don't want equality. They want power. They want to be in control. No, we need each other. These are just actually no. I feel like a lucite type, not lucite, but that type of plastic. And you always keep these around just to have something green on you to cover your ass. Literally, cover your ass. This is another department store brooch. Oh, it's glass, cabochon, little AB crystals, gold tone, pretty colors, hummingbird. I don't know, some of these might end up in lots just because, yeah, they're pretty generic. These look like plastic. Glass. Oh, it's prettier the closer I look at it. I don't see any signatures. It's a pendant. And a pen, but I don't see any signatures. That'll sparkle up real nice to clean it. But I don't know. There's so many. Plus ones already have. I have my own collection I'm selling some off of. And holy smokes. This is not going to be signed, but it's just a nice oldie. Can't tell by the construction. Oh yeah, it's this is opaline, which is opalite, which is the opaline. Okay, this is the opaline. This is the glass one. These are prong set. Yeah, this is true vintage. This is probably 30s, could be earlier, because this is true brass, and the construction's very nice. This is all hand done. And look at the opaline. And these are prong set. Look at this set. Look at these. Yeah, that tells you everything right there. These could be 70s, but I think it's older. The opaline screams 70s, but the setting screams way earlier. I don't think this is smart. This is a really nice, like department store, again, brooch. But this is definitely, these are all definitely high-end. I mean, like, look at the stem on this. Again, really clean, neat enameling. Very clean, very well done. Well, no, this one's got some overage. Your true high-end, it's not going to have any. You're not going to find any that way. So this is nice, but not up there. Like, I wouldn't call it high-end estate. I'd call it nice, very beautiful, very wearable, very collectible, but you should be signed. He's so cute. Who claimed you? Somebody had to claim this. This is so cute. What does that say? Can't read it. I have to look under better lights, I guess. It's definitely got writing in it. I just can't tell you what the hell it says. Oh, you're so beautiful. Wow, these are beautiful rhinestones. This will definitely be signed. I recognize this, but I don't know who it is. Could be a lot of people. I think it's fairly... the light's either too much or too little, because it reflects so badly. This could be a Joan Rivers. Looks like her stuff. Damn it. I'm just getting glare. It is Joan Rivers. Okay, it does look like her, right? Look at the sparkle. That's so pretty. I should move faster, but I don't feel like it. It's another department store. Oh, so you can do a grouping. Oh, this is the same as that other one, I'm pretty sure. Because I recognize the belly. You know that a true jelly belly, that, you have the oval on the belly. A true jelly belly, it can only be clear, true lucite. The ones with colors, everybody calls everything with a stone there as a jelly belly. But a true jelly belly is only a clear, true lucite. Just saying, if you're going to play with the big boys, they'll call you out on that quick. These are made by the same person. So you could have a grouping. How sweet. I like grouping. This looks unsigned. Pen has been abused. It's glass. They fake it, trying to make you think it's prong set, but it's pressure set bezel. But it has the what would normally be a true pressure set stake. It is not truly staked, and it's amber glass. Very translucent. You can see right there. Very pretty. Again, mid. I wouldn't call that high-end estate. I got good quality. Definitely. Definitely. This has got to be... Who does all the pewter? That's very cool. 80s or 90s. Maybe... It might be AJC. Yeah, it's AJC. Just trying to practice and get better. Seeing how good my eyes are at recognizing things. I've been out of the loop with the vintage. I've been watching Lucinda. It's what I thought it was. I want to go run test this. I do. I'm dying to go test this. This is gold filled. Could be gold. No. It's gold filled. I think this is Peking glass. It's not that old. Probably circa 60s. So 50s to 70s. I bought these earrings from Doug that are really cool. Then I bought real 14 karat gold and jade earrings, so one of them's broken. You tell me. Look at these now. That's true prong set. I think that's gonna be glass at least. This is Peking glass. If not jade, that's Peking glass. There's a pave setting here. The back is just as good. Extremely well done. Very, very, very well done. This is all solid piece. Very clean. Oh my God, this is fantastic Peking glass or jade. You know, they made a lot of jewelry in the 40s through 60s, even 70s, because Avon did it too. They used real jade. They did. I'll leave this out to check out. Hey, go hang out with that Worth. With the Worth of California. Go hang out with them. Oh yeah, I think this is Sarah Cove. That's like classic Sarah Cove. She does have beautiful stones. She does pretty flowers. She does a lot of flowers, right? It's gotta be Sarah Cove. It screams Sarah Cove. I don't know. I'm finding a mark. There's something. There's something. Geez, these things are hard to read. This is much harder than looking at gold or sterling because everything's so damn shiny. Just reflects back at you. Can't read what it says. Am I looking at a mark or just juge? Last time it worked, and I took it over here when it was in a different angle of light. I'm now lost where the mark was at. Oh, there it is. I think it says Serikov. It was a suggestion in my mind, but I think so. This is a good 2-inch. Probably a little bit more. Beautiful. These are all Paul-based set, but those are beautiful green and dark green. Very, very sparkly, faceted glass. Wow, the sparkle on that is fantastic. I think that's Serikov. It was marked something. Here's the other fish. I knew there'd be more fish. Yeah, these are plated and beautiful enamel. Let me look at the enamel work a little closer here. Yes, these are good. Yeah, these are real nice. Do you have anything going on for the eye? No. But very nicely done. Very clean. Look at his cute little angelfish. Kissy lips. We got kissy lips. I was going to try to put you with the other fish. Quit fighting with me. Stop fighting me. Hey. That big old heavy best piece in the damn way. Buddy, let's do this. These are so cute. I really love vintage. I love custom. Ooh, these are old. Swedged. Still have the original old tag on it. Scatter pen, hand painted. What does that say at the bottom of that tag? It might just be design. It is. Okay. That paper is so old and soft, it feels like cloth almost. It just says hand painted. Scatter pen. So it says scatter pen, and down here it says hand painted. Just old. That paper feels like cloth. Yeah, that's cold paint. That's old. Anything else on paper? I feel around, see the funny thing on paper. I think there was 2 of them. I have to be careful when you stab myself because I am funny. I love this. I love turquoise glass. Yeah, this turquoise glass. This should be Austrian. Let's see what it says. It says something. What do you say? Oh, it's an Emmons. Turquoise glass. Emmons. Sign there. Nice dome. This is probably 40s and 50s trying to emulate the Czech and the Austrian stuff. This is cool. I think this is enameled wood because it doesn't weigh nothing. Thick enamel paint. Because it's not, it doesn't appear to be plastic. It's not Bakelite. And you can see it's clearly painted. I think that's painted wood. See the glue? So when you see these type of bags, they're usually just glued on. So, again, I'm going to put together some jewelry jars or bags, whatever. They end up in a bag anyway. I mailed the jars last time. Made the damn shipping hellacious. Y'all didn't have to pay it. I still charged my $5-6 and I paid the difference. This is very generic. It's copying. Monet has one that looks like this. They're just copying Monet. Shh. You want fed. I know. It is late. You're right. Yeah, these are gold plated. There was a thing they did. These roses are all gold plated. I'm sure you've all seen these. It's doubtful that it's signed. They mostly aren't. Swarovski did one with a big crystal in the middle. I have it, or had it. Yeah. These were a thing in the 70s. Everybody had a damn rose brooch like this. I'm going to pause and go feed the dog, but he ain't going to stop. Be right back.